basic groundwork for creating a low-maintenance garden. Some systems are controlled by the moisture level in the soil, but most operate on a continuous drip basis. Drip-free systems are versatile enough to be used in plants in beds, borders or in containers. Use a T-joint to run branches or tubes for individual drip heads. A timing device will turn your watering system on and off automatically, yet can easily be deactivated if the weather is wet. Unless your garden is very small, it is best to install a pipeline buried just beneath the ground surface, and then you can plug in various watering devices as necessary. Leaking pipe and perforated hose systems are suitable for bed and borders or the kitchen garden. You can bury beneath the surface or lay them on top of the soil. Low-maintenance feeding. This really does pay dividends. If you see a garden with particularly lush and healthy-looking plants, the chances are they have been well fed. Slow and controlled release fertilizers. If you use modern slow or controlled release fertilizers, you can feed your plants just a couple of times a year. Both allow the nutrients to seep out into the soil over a period of months, but controlled release fertilizers are affected by soil temperature. Nutrients are only released when the soil is warm enough for growth. Use a hose and diluter for applying a soluble fertilizer. Feeding beds and borders. Most established plants, but especially demanding ones like roses, benefit from an annual feeding. Apply a slow or controlled release fertilizer in spring or early summer, sprinkling it around the bushes. Keep it away from the stem, sprinkling it further out where most of the active root growth occurs. Hoe it into the surface to water it in, unless rain is expected, to make the fertilizer active more quickly. Feeding the lawn. The quickest way to feed your lawn is with a wheeled spreader. Individual models vary, but you can usually adjust the delivery rate. Test the rate on a measured area of path first, then sweep up the fertilizer, and weigh it to ensure that the application rate is correct. Feeding container plants. Plants grown in containers require supplementary nutrients to keep them healthy. You can mix controlled or slow-release fertilizer granules into the potting soil when you plant, or slip sackets or pellets beneath individual plants as you plant them. For more information on how to set up a great home garden and more, please